Radiant team ban.
Alright, welcome back everybody. You're watching the Premier League Season 3. My name is Triumph Man and I will be casting this match between Absolute Legends on the Radiant side up against Zero on the Die. They are labelled as GD B team, but disregard that. Look at their tags. Now this is game number 3 in a best of 3 series. Absolute Legends played extremely well in game number 1. However, they faltered in game number 2. Unfortunately, I'm going to blame this one on... I am actually going to put this one squarely on Sony's shoulders. The Pudge hooks were not even close to okay. And in the end, when you pick a Pudge Whisk combo and the Pudge doesn't land the hooks, it's pretty much one guy dragging down, basically nullifying 2 heroes and dragging down the entire team. So there was that. There was that. Have a Dirge ban once again along with Jakiro. These heroes have been banned all 3 matches in a row now. I'm just wondering if Templar Assassin were banned. If Absolute Legends don't ban Templar Assassin... Oh, there we go. She's banned in anyway. I was going to say Sing Sing would likely pick her up. We see a lot of Templar Assassin being played by Sing Sing. And now we have the 4th ban here. I'm just wondering if we'll see Darkseer banned. Darkseer's actually managed to slip through 2 games in a row, oddly enough. And there we go. Batrider's been banned now. He seems to be a bit more of a priority at the moment. Darkseer, of course, still quite a powerhouse hero. But here we go. Darkseer is going to be picked up more than likely, I feel. He's been getting first pick quite a bit once he slips through. Unless AL decide to go with something else up their sleeve. And there we go. Darkseer, the first pick there. Now the double pick here from Zero. I'm kind of wondering if they're going to go for... I mean, they could go for the CK Wisp combo if they wanted to. Of course, the Wisp combination has been so popular. Wisp combined with Tiny or Chaos Knight or something like that. That said, they could also... I mean, the other thing they could do as well is just pick up some AoE as well. And they will go for the Bounty Hunter instead. Now, this means... I get the feeling AL, they might even just grab Wisp just to keep it away from... Zero. At the same time, though, that would cause a bit of an issue, unless they deliberately pick, say, a Tiny Wisp. I mean, if they wanted to, they could go for Tiny Wisp, Tiny Sven, something like that. Of course, we saw Sven actually ban last match to keep him away from the Wisp. But AL now, they've got to choose. Do they want to secure some AoE now, or do they want to pick up the combination of the Wisp and another hero to keep the Wisp away from Zero? It's kind of a damn if you do. If they don't pick the AoE, then probably Zero are going to pick one piece of AoE, probably the Titan or the Enigma, and then ban the other one going into the third series. If the AoE gets picked up now, then likely they're going to pick the Wisp instead. What they could do is try and hedge their bets, pick one AoE and then pick the Wisp as well. But then you'll probably see what happened last match, which was where I think we saw, what was it? We saw Chaos Knight was picked, and then we saw both Tiny and Sven getting banned afterwards. I thought they might go for something like a Nakes, but in the end they went for a Pudge to follow the Wisp around. So we'll see if AL try to hedge their bets again, or if they'll just go one way or the other. But I'm fairly confident if AL allow Wisp to slip through this area, then Wisp will be the 3rd pick there for Zero. I really feel like I feel like they had other options available, so then they could have picked up something like... I feel like Nakes was definitely a viable choice here if they wanted to. Could have written for Nakes. I feel Slater was definitely also a possibility. Of course, his stun is really good. In fact, Slater was popular in the Chinese scene for a while. There's definitely nothing wrong with the hero. He's quite powerful in the right situation. You give him the speed of... give him the wits to make him speed up a bit, and of course increase his attack speed. And there we go. They're going to go for some AoE. They pick up the Rubik, and they pick the Enigma as well. Of course, picking up Rubik, not only is he an all-round nice support hero, but also keeps the Rubik away from Zero, making sure they can't have him just steal black holes and the like, which is always incredibly frustrating. And now the 3rd pick here for Zero. I am expecting a Wisp pick here. I'll be quite shocked if we don't see Wisp getting picked up, because if they let Wisp through here, then he will more than likely be banned out in the 2nd banning phase.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Looks like they're going to go with the overtime here. They're going to spend some time thinking about what they want to go with. I know we've seen a lot. I think people are probably sick to death of the Wisp combo just because he's been so prevalent, especially when we see the Russians and the CIS teams, all the CIS teams play. They love their Wisp. Love their aggressive style of play. Of course, we've seen Artstyle use it again and again and again. But of course, he's been getting banned out quite frequently, so a lot of people will be getting really wary of that combination. Let's look at Owl's lineup at the moment. If they don't, what are they looking for? They're probably looking for another... They've probably got Rubik as... I get the feeling that Rubik is going to be a support in this role. Probably going to see someone like Mania play the Rubik again. And that means Enigma likes to be self-support as well. Darkseid probably going to suicide solo. In fact, he might even just start off jungling depending on what kind of lineup that Zero have, because if it's a really aggressive, like triple stun kind of threat against his lane, he'll just go, you know what, not even going to sit in the suicide lane, it's not even worth it. But right now they could do with a solo mid as well as a primary farmer. Some kind of primary farmer. That said, Enigma could, of course, solo mid if he wanted to. We don't often see Enigma in the solo mid, but he's definitely possible. And it looks like Zero, they will pick up Keeper of the Light instead. So it looks like they don't want the Wisp. I think Wisp is likely to get banned now in a second, because, of course, Chaos Knight, Keeper of the Light, and Wisp is a very, very potent offensive tri-lane. But at the same time, you can do this with just another hero that has a stun, like a Leshrac. Throw in a Leshrac, Alina, that sort of stuff. It's still really, really effective. In fact, they could even just... In fact, they might even be playing for dual lanes here. This could actually even be a Keeper taking some farm for himself. You get Keeper Light a little bit of farm early on, he's actually fairly effective. So now we've got the third pick. We've got the third ban here for Absolute Legends.
10 seconds remaining.
Got the third ban here for Absolute Legends. I'm just going to see what they're going to pick off here, but I'm definitely feeling the Wisp at some point. There we go. It had to go. There was no way they were going to be crazy enough to allow Wisp, Chaos Knight, and Keeper Light to go to the enemy team like that. And we've got the Queen of Pain immediately banned there by Zero. Of course, they want to get rid of those AoE combos available as well. They don't want those really, really nasty wombo combos there. Of course, Darkseid and Enigma together are already extremely powerful. I was wondering if we might even see Tide get knocked out as well. Because, of course, he could get used as a prime fire. Tide, if he gets an early pipe, early mech, that sort of business is extremely scary. He can push very, very swiftly. I'm just wondering if we might even see, if they're going for an early push, I mean, here's a hero that we don't see that often, Dragon Knight. He doesn't really fit that. He doesn't really combo that well with the current lineup. Well, that said, if you get him in close with the Iron Shade, he's quite tanky. You can get him in close, surge him up. It does help him close the gap on stuff. But there we go. Leshrac will be banned by AL because they are wary of Leshrac being used with Chaos Knight. Invoker being banned by Zero again, just ticking off the boxes there, taking out AoE hero after AoE hero. Now the final ban here for AL. What are they going to knock out? The lineup here, unless they're planning for dual mid. I mean, Lina is still a possibility. I doubt Lina will get banned, but she's definitely still a possibility for Zero to pick up to go with the Chaos Knight as well. I get the feeling they could be going for defensive try and here, put Bounty Hunter in the safe lane even, or they could if they wanted to just squirrel away Chaos Knight in the safe lane and then just have Keeper Light just harass and stack and do stuff like that. But they are probably looking for a couple of solo heroes here, plus they're looking for a solo hero plus some kind of extra support hero as well. Lina is actually banned out by AL, so they are very worried about heroes that might even get used, even have a remote chance of being used with Chaos Knight. Then we got Nagasiren also being banned out by AL, by Zero. Of course, Nagasiren, a very, very nasty setup there for them. That said, Nagasiren has been getting overlooked quite recently. Of course, she was quite feared during the TI2 and then just sort of dropped off the radar as people figured out how to deal with her, and of course subsequent nerfs as well. She definitely could have set up a hell of a fight though, of course. If you let Song of the Siren you and allow Darkseid and Enigma set up a black hole and a vacuum, it's pretty much lights out there. So they decided, you know what, not going to take any chance, but especially since their lineup doesn't have what they need. What you can do, of course, to fight back against that is, of course, a nasty counter-attack strategy. And AL throwing out a curveball here. They go for the Phantom Assassin. This is definitely somewhat unexpected. Now, Phantom Assassin can actually be fairly aggressive early on. She can jump on top of heroes, do a fair amount of damage, so if she gets into a situation where it's possible. But that said, she's going to be up against, it looks like she's going to be up against an aggressive lane. This may play into Zero's hands, just because if they send Keeper Light, Chaos Knight, and another hero into Phantom Assassin's lane, she's not going to get much farm. She can dish out of the damage, but she doesn't want to go toe-to-toe with that amount of AoE nuke and stun. It's going to be very, very scary for her to try and farm in that lane. So I think you'll see her actually have to play extremely defensively, unless they're planning to try and rotate her away to a dual mid or something like that. But we'll see what AL have in mind there. But definitely, Phantom Assassin, not a very common choice. And there we go, the Chaos Knight and Ancient Apparition, another great choice there. Doesn't have the same effect of the AoE stun. AoE stuns and nukes are always obviously really, really good, but at the same time, they do have access to Reality Rift, Cold Feet, also the fact that Chaos Bot will lock stuff down with the Cold Feet to proc, and Ice Blast. If you can land that during in the early mid game, Ice Blast is utterly crippling. If they can start landing some big hits there, that will be very, very painful.
10 seconds.
That said, this could still be Keeper Light. Backing somebody up while they farm, and then having Ancient Apparition dual mid with the Chaos Knight. We'll see. We will see in a moment. But now the final pick here for AL, they are looking for a solo mid, I believe, is what their lineup lacks, unless they're planning to throw the Enigma mid. Or even, they could even throw the Rubik mid, but it will be the Storm Spirit, and this is kind of a signature hero for Korok. And Storm Spirit is not a hero we see all that often, but he's a hero, especially since they've nerfed the projectile speed on the Chaos Bolt. This means Storm Spirit, he's got a lot of capabilities. He can dance around. He's not going to be very vulnerable either to Ancient Apparition. He can dance around, get away from the ice, from the Cold Feet, get away from the Ice Vortex, get away from Chaos Knight as well. Can just completely dodge out of the way. Also get away from the Illuminates as well. Just jump over the top of them. So I like this. If they can find the farm here for the Storm Spirit, this will be very, very difficult for Zero to deal with. They don't have the huge power stuns here. They don't have a lot of them. They've only got Chaos Bolt there. And that's about it for the stuns and lockdowns. We'll see the final pick here for AL.
10 seconds remaining.
And they've got the supports there. They're probably looking for a solo hero, some kind of solo hero here. It's going to be... What? Wait a minute. Okay, I take that back. Okay, so this is going to be a Bounty Hunter Suicide Soul, a Keeper Light backing up Anti-Mage in the safe lane, and then a Chaos Knight dual laning with Ancient Apparition. Now, I think their hope is here that they can get to about the 30-minute mark in a fairly unmolested state without getting too much pressure applied to them. AL, on the other hand, with Phantom Assassin, they're not going to be able to be that aggressive, and I think Zero are hoping to use that to their advantage so they can actually get their couple of heroes farmed up. And of course, we're going to see Chaos Knight get very active, very, very active, and just try and put a lot of pressure on these heroes. I am somewhat worried though. If Sony was playing a more aggressive hero, a hero that was more durable and could get involved in the fight, so something like Brewmaster or that sort of stuff, or a really strong pushing hero, I would feel a lot safer for AL. But the fact that they've got the Mortrid here, who is relatively untested and generally wants to hit the late game. She's got a bit of early damage, but she generally wants to hit the late game before she's truly effective. Especially since she's going to be up against an Anti-Mage who's very, very good at just jumping around and will be able to kite her quite effectively. So I am definitely somewhat worried for AL's lineup here, and I feel like Zero can probably hang on to about the 30-minute mark and get just some flat farm there for the Anti-Mage. Anyway, I'll call it the players while we're waiting for the pause to finish up. We're playing for Absolute Legends. We have Come With Me playing we're playing with Rubik, Mania playing Enigma, Freezer on the Darkseer, Korok, no surprises, playing Storm Spirit, and Sony on the Phantom Assassin, playing for the Dire side. For Zero, we have Kuroki playing Keeper Light, Alex will be playing Ancient Apparition, Sing Sing on the Chaos Knight. We have Black playing No Surprises on the Anti-Mage, the hard carry, and then Bambo playing Bounty Hunter. Bambo will be taking the Suicide Solo more than likely. We'll have Kuroki, I think. Kuroki will be backing up Black a little bit, but I think he'll be mostly focused on getting his pulls happening, getting his own farm, and they'll be hoping that Anti-Mage can hold his own against that solo lane. That said, he will be up against a Darkseer. That's going to be a fairly frustrating lane to be against, obviously. Oh, no, wait a minute. Is this a sweep? What's going on here? Korok's going to the safe lane. Mania, come with me. Okay. No, this is actually going to be Freezer solo mid. He's going to be up against Mania. And I was going to say, well, he's going to be up against a range ship, but at the same time, I feel this is a better option for him than the Darkseer, because Iron Shell honestly hurts a hell of a lot more. And just sets him up for those swift ganks out of nowhere. Meanwhile, Alex and Sing Sing will be rolling together. I believe this is going to be a dual mid here. Chaos Knight and Ancient Apparition is a very, very potent dual lane. I prefer it to, and this is the kind of, you want to run this as sort of a dual lane rather than that, or a dual lane with a backup jungle. You don't really want to run the Chaos Knight and Ancient Apparition as a try, because Ancient Apparition's really level dependent. Without levels, he doesn't really perform all that well. But if you can get him that level 6, he can now suddenly do so much damage around the map. Meanwhile, Korok's going to be taking the bottom lane. They're just going to try and farm that one up. He will do fairly well, I believe, against Bambo. It's going to be fairly difficult for Bambo to do a whole lot against Korok. Of course, Korok, a very, very strong Storm Spirit player.
The battle begins.
And will come with me. It's going to be taking the top lane there. It looks like he will be getting... Okay, no, it's going to be a dual lane up here. And this will be an interesting choice. This will force Kuroki to support a lot more than he'd like. I feel like Kuroki wants to be... You can see he's skulking around here. I feel like he really wants to be stacking and doing his own thing more than supporting the Anti-Mage, and this will actually force him to support, because otherwise Come With Me is going to be all over Anti-Mage's face here all the time, and he's just going to try and sit on him and make it life really difficult for him. Meanwhile, Frieza going to be taking the mid lane here, and he should be able to farm at a safe distance here, especially with Surge. Surge is going to help him out a lot against the Cold Feet, so I think this is definitely a smart choice. The Absolute Legends, they realized, hang on a minute, there's going to be a dual lane here with Cold Feet. We're going to have our Darkseer go there and should be able to mostly nullify it. And we might have an offensive jungle. Yes, we do. Look at those items. 5 clarities. Enigma going to be taking the enemy jungle. Going to be putting a lot of pressure here on the Anti-Mage. And suddenly, this is not looking like a good lane for him at all. Kuriki's going to have to stop doing this. That or they're going to have to rotate supports away from another lane to help him out. They might even need to leave Sing Sing just to try and duke it out here solo with the Darkseer. But I don't think that'll go too well for him. You see here, he's already suffering at the hands of that Iron Shell. Meanwhile, Anti-Mage, there we go. The rotation for Anti-Mage to the bottom lane. I think they're going to send Bounty Hunter top in a second. This is still not a great lane for him. Storm Spirit's going to hurt quite a bit as Cow Start, though. They get the pick off there as Kuriki comes in the mid. And unfortunately, Frieza gets too close to them. Chaos Bolt and Reality Rift lock him down. Then, of course, the Illuminate doing so much damage. So much ridiculous damage to them. And it looks like they may have... Yeah, it looks like they completely abandoned that. However, Kuriki now heading to the bottom lane. Again, though, he is going to have to support more than he wanted. He will actually have to look after the Anti-Mage here. It really looked like he wanted to focus here on the farm. Meanwhile, top lane, Bambo being chased back. Do they still have the counter wards? Yes, they do. This could be annoying for Bambo to have to deal with. Frieza, though, back in the mid. I'm definitely interested. I really kind of hope that Sony and Black actually get a ton of farm each, and we actually get to see both these guys, because I haven't gotten to see a huge PA go toe-to-toe with an absolutely fat Anti-Mage either. That said, though, it doesn't look like Anti-Mage is going to be getting that much farm. Meanwhile, it looks like potential gank, another pinging, but nothing happening at the moment. Darkseer finds himself a regeneration rune. And we see Black there getting harassed back quite heavily. He's in fact in a little bit of danger again, though. Oh, looks like 3 in mid. Looks like Kuriki's actually going to be rotating between mid and top at the moment. Do we have a gank attempt here on Bambo? Yes, Bambo getting picked up there. He's been slowed down. There's the damage there from Sony. Babe Bolt is what he phased into Invis, though. Should be able to escape. And they don't have anything to finish him off. Unfortunately, just getting away from that counter ward. Bambo, though, going to find this to be a very tough lane indeed. Anti-Mage now trying to counter-harass there. Of course, using that mana break to its effect. But again, just getting harassed back by Korok. He's going to have small victories. Kuriki now going toe-to-toe with Mania in the jungle. Mania just going to trade some hits. If his Rubik can swing around, they can probably get rid of Kuriki, but Kuriki needs to be careful here, and he knows this reinforcement's coming. Backs up at the right moment there. Meanwhile, Darkseer ducking into the jungle there, just to clean up a few creeps. And this is not a bad choice for him, because he can't really farm up here anyway. So he sent an Iron Shop lane, and immediately ducks into the easy camp, just to make sure he's always doing something. Enigma, though, picks up the kill on top. Wow, Kuriki actually came back in, and got himself killed. He's playing a little bit too aggressively there. I mean, he's 2 stuns and a couple of nukes against Keeper of the Light. That's not exactly an easy combination to deal with. As it looks at Bambo now moving up past the counter ward again. Could be in some danger once again. And there we go. See Sony now starting to stack on the damage. Throws in the slow. Bambo now realizing, though, the counter ward's going to be behind him. Jukes forwards. And now realizes he's out of range. He's going to swing around the back there. It's Enigma working on his Soul Ring. Bounty Hunter is going to be spotted up there by Enigma. Anti-Mage in the bottom lane, though. It's now currently 16 and 5 there for Korok. Korok, on the other hand, Anti-Mage sitting on 15-3. Anti-Mage actually doing fairly well for himself at the moment. He's a little bit behind, but nobody's really ahead of him by a huge margin. So it looks like we've got an invisibility rune picked up there by Sing Sing. This looks like a potential gank on mid. Frieza could be at risk here, especially with 3 in the mid at the moment. Kuriki's still sitting in the mid there. He's hoping that Frieza is going to move up here with the creep wave, but he's not. More Bambo, just going to focus on the pull there at the moment. And Black still getting some farm, but not a huge amount. He's not spiraling out of control at the moment. He's being kept under watch. And again, Frieza realizing his lane's dangerous, ducking back to farm that neutral camp. In fact, oh wow, okay, they've even watered that hard camp there to make sure they can't use that. As it was, they weren't really utilising it all that much, not finding it was watered until the 5-minute mark, so he's going to miss 2 cycles of creep anyway there. But now Mania is spawned those... Ooh, are they going to send the conversion in? Looks like they're not going to bother. Bambo now being harassed there by the dagger, and also going to cause some damage there from the creep as it slows them down right in front of their path. They're looking for a potential ganker at Anti-Mage to pick him up here. Here comes the Electric Vortex. Nice combo there. Anti-Mage going to blink away now. And they don't have Come With Me moving up. Although there's level 6 for Croc. Going to slow him down. A couple more hits. Needs one more hit. One more. No. Puffs the potion. Just in time. And Black will manage to escape. However, he will need to retreat back to base. A nice attempt there from Absolute Legends. So close. They almost had that one. Now, the dual lane being pushed back there. Freezer, the Iron Shell, moving that all the way back. Freezer has picked up a bottle so far. It looks like another ping here in the jungle. Contemplating a gank there as Mania doesn't quite get hit there by the creep. Pops his soaring there as Bambo now being spotted up by that counter ward. He will. No, he finishes him with a shuriken. A last second shuriken there. 26 health. Pops it out just in time and gets a kill. Oh no. Enigma would be screaming in rage there. Sony now, left to his own devices. Will still be picking out the farm though. That said, this farm is looking fairly solid on the Radiant side. As you can see, 29-9 there for Sony, 27-0 there for the Darkseer, although it's been inflated slightly by the easy camp. And then of course 26-8 there for Korok playing Storm Spirit. But Anti-Mage not too far behind, same for the Chaos Knight. Chaos Knight would be doing better, although he's going to try and drop a Mana Void there. If he can drop the Mana Void, Korok's in trouble. He gets the kill there on Korok. There should be a revenge kill here. Although, wait a minute, he's popped a Tango. He just managed to survive. The poor man's shield kicks in. Here comes the counter attack here from Bambo. And it looks like he's going to jump in there. Stays within range to get the experience in the assist goal. Nicely done there by Black. Black managing to outplay those two heroes just in time. And again, this time, the Bounty Hunter getting active, setting up these ganks. He's got his level 6 now. The track is ready to go. And this is where things are going to start getting dangerous for Absolute Legends, where Anti-Mage, or rather not Anti-Mage, rather Bounty Hunter's going to start putting the pressure on. Sing Sing's going to start getting mobile as well. We're going to have the Ancient Apparition jumping around as well. They're going to start stacking up those track kills and start getting huge amounts of money for the Anti-Mage. And if he gets out of control early on, this could be some serious trouble. Korok now dancing back there for a second.
It shall not be.
He has been tracked up once again. They're looking to try and set up a kill, but he's got to be careful here. He doesn't have much mana regen, so if he gets harassed every now and then by the mana break, that's going to sting. Anti-Mage is doing a one that... It looks like he's maxing out the blink at the moment. He's not doing a Chinese build here. Actually, though, they cancel the reality rift there. He went for it and then realized, hang on, wait a minute, Iron Shell and Creep, I don't want to fight that. Thought twice about it. So Storm Spirit gets a kill there. He will get the revenge kill as well. Bambo living up to his reputation, diving behind the enemy tower there. So it looks like a possible gank here on mid. Mania's coming from behind. He's got Black Hole up. Freezer now getting stunned there. He doesn't have mana for Iron Shell though. There's the stun on Kuriki. If he throws in the Black Hole here, the conversion should clean this up. They will get the kill there on Kuriki. However, I think Sing Sing will get away here. Sing Sing now turning around, reality rifting Freezer back. Freezer gets a little bit too close there. Cops a bit of damage now. We've got the Vice Vortex, Cold Fit as well. Bambo's moving. Throws the tractor Shuriken. They'll get the kill there. And there's the assist goal once again. Bambo stepping in and setting up some more money for his team. Meanwhile, Mania has rotated back to the jungle there. 3 in mid for the Dire side. Nice active game here from both sides. Trying to set up a ton of ganks. You wouldn't think so with this many agility right-click carries. Sony now, he's gone for, looks like he's going for the Stifling Dagger first. He's gone for one in Blink, one in his passive, and then of course his ultimate. Bambo now is thinking about trying to set up a gank here on Phantom Assassin, although he's changed his mind, he's going to swing back into the jungle. Meanwhile, Korok is going to harass Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage is getting to the point though where he doesn't care too much about Korok's harassment because he's got the poor man's shield, he's got the Ring of Health. Okay, there's Ice Blast going top. It's going to try and harass though. It's not going to hit anything though. It was just going to harass Phantom Assassin. Didn't land anywhere close, so mistimed that. Come with me now. Just going to do a bit of pulling here. Yep, he's got the double pull successful. Sing Sing not getting as active as I thought. He might be waiting for... Could be waiting for a bottle. We'll see. Where is the bottle being sent back? Bounty Hunter has one of his own. Alex just potting down a high ground ward there. And now you've got Anti-Mage duck into the jungle. In fact, Rubik is actually fairly vulnerable to this. Anti-Mage could quite easily chop into bits. In fact, Bambo is even going to... Oh no, this is bad for Come With Me. Bambo now moving in as it looks like, unfortunately, Black kind of giving it away there. If Black hung back and let Bambo set things up, that probably would have... I think that would have resulted in a kill without question. Fortunately, he kind of gave himself away, went in too quickly. Oh, that's it. Hang on, there was a ward there. It saw Bambo anyway, coming out of Invis. Meanwhile, though, Korok backing off. He knows there's a couple of guys in the jungle at the moment. Should say the PA is farming quite well, 58 and 13. Anti-Mage 41 and 5. He's a little bit behind, not devastatingly though. See a high ground ward thrown up there. It spots up Korok. Korok though sees the ward, says there's one over here. And now we've got Bambo moving through the jungle, just avoiding, walking right into a mess of conversions there. Those, even though they wouldn't have killed him, would have done a lot of damage and forced him to go and heal, which wastes a lot of time for him when he wants to be scouting and looking for potential kills. And this is not a good sign. All my stuff is frozen, and this looks like a Steam error once again. Uh-oh. Hopefully we don't miss too much action. Yep. Alright, so this isn't much fun. I just remind myself to hit the voice record once we get back in, but hopefully we might actually need to reload this. It's knocked all the players out. Try reconnect. So yeah, fun times. I kind of personally, I blame the hurricane. I know it's been knocked. I have a TeamSpeak server. I frequent a TeamSpeak server. It's been getting knocked around by the Hurricane Sandy as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's possibly the root of the issue. Hopefully, Steam, the entire Steam is down. Hang on, wait a minute. I will just go and disconnected from server. That's not a good sign. Okay, I can't get back in. Crap. We may need a reload here. Alright guys, well stay tuned while I try and figure out what the hell to do. This ain't good. Not at all. Well, on the plus side, I'm actually just going to restart the Dota client. Plus side, you get to see a wonderful desktop again. I'm going to restart Steam all around. I think everybody got knocked out there, it's not just me. Alright then, I'm going to go load up the save I can. God damn it, Steam. Hopefully it saved it. It's supposed to do it automatically. Alright, create a lobby. Please work, please work, please work. Okay, where are we? Pulse. Kuroki Bounty Hunter, that looks like it. Load. Page 1 of 4. Okay, excuse me while I reset this up, of course. I'm going to do this. Europe. Captain's mode. Let's use an old pick, actually. Should. Penalties, alright. We're just waiting for the last go from Absolute Legends. Obviously, Korok needs to get back in. Okay, let me just double check. Yes, I turned the TV on. Alright, here we go. Anyway, sorry about that. Obviously there have been some issues with the service tonight. Hopefully this is the last time we have to do that. There we go. Nice. Uh-oh, Sony dropped out. I've got to say, this is probably one of the best features Valve thought of putting into this game. Absolute lifesaver. Now, if anyone can remember exactly what minute we're up to when we crashed, that would be helpful, because I don't know where we were. Some freezes in the middle. What are we looking for kill-wise? He's got 3. That probably means he's already done that gank on mid. That's right, yeah. So he's just done that gank on mid. Yeah, there we go. Black holes are going down. He's just done the gank on mid, and now he's coming to farm the jungle here and here. Alright. Alright, now I know where we are. And yeah, there we go. There was that foul gank as well that just came through on Rubik, and it's backed off just in time. Alright, fantastic. So, where were we? See, Darkseid headed back to mid. He's got a, he's got a haste room bottled up. Meanwhile, there we go. Bambo was coming through here. Now, he's used his, he remembered that he saw Mania over here last time, and he's telling Anti-Mage to come over here this time. They've got an Ice Blast in. They set this one up nicely. Oh, there we go. Major hacks. Major hacks indeed. Oh, dear. Unfortunately, Nigma did the predictable thing, did exactly what he did last time, and got caught out this time round. In fact, when we crashed, he just walked past. They just walked past each other there. Bounty Hunter went in right past him. Now we've got Korok in the bottom lane. Now Anti-Mage is going to harass him down here in a second. Meanwhile, in the mid lanes, they pick off yet another kill there. Darkseid gets picked up again. Zero actually doing extremely well at the moment. We're going to check the chart here at the moment. It is... Oh yes, that's not helpful. Well, they're looking at about a 1k gold lead. Experienced Riders around a 1500 lead there. Is going to Reality Rift a creep because you know what, you can. Why not? I like the fact that Sing Sing toggling his boots to agility before bottling, just to maximise the effectiveness of it. Phantom Assassin now back up in the top lane there. She's picked up her own power trades. Looks like she's working towards... I assume that's going to be a Battle Fury in a minute just to help her farm. Kuruki now swinging around. They're going to go for a gank here. There we go. Illuminate setup's going to come through. Not going to hit anything though. I think she realised what he was up to. Then ducks back up. The Illuminate comes through. Now the mana leak on her. She actually decides to go after Kuruki. Kuruki now changing his mind about this. There's the blinding light though. She can't get any hits in. Fade Bolts. Then last hit will succeed. And she gets the kill in there. Now they're after Bambo. The Ice Blast comes in. Doesn't succeed. They can see Bambo though. They're going to need another slow, another stun or something. And Bambo will manage to walk away there with his life, but just barely. Tail between his legs. The Iron Shell Creep going to chase Alex all the way to hell and back. Freezer now actually going to try and intercept him here. He sees an invisibility rune. Chaos not actually going to go for it. Should be able to beat Darkseer there. Unless Darkseer can suck him. I was going to say Darkseer could vacuum him up onto the cliff, although it's only a level 2 vacuum, so probably not. Oh, apparently my voice. That's right. My apologies. There we go. Voice fixed. See, oh no, we've got Korok jumping atop of Kuruki there. Kuruki now subserved. There's another death for Kuruki. As we see the ult there, Mana Void popped out, but it's not enough to finish Korok. I think he may have accidentally dumped it on... I think he may have accidentally hit Freezer with it instead. Bambo, though, moving in for the follow-up, though. Maybe they can get a kill here if... no, Korok has backed off. He should be able to escape. Unless Ancient Apparition can send in a hell of a long bomb here. If he can fire off a long bomb, it should be enough to finish off Storm Spirit. But it just comes down to the fact he doesn't know where he is at the moment. They don't know whether or not he's hiding behind here or if he's actually retreating back to base. In this case, he has actually gone back to base. And there we go, Perseverance being picked up. We see the vacuum back there. It looks like they're going to try and charge him back there. They're actually going to jump into top, and there goes Anti-Mage. Now Freezer regretting choices made in life. A track on him, and they will finish him, although Bambo being a little greedy there and finishing with the Shuriken rather than allowing Anti-Mage to get the last hit. But you know what? He's going to get some money too. And Anti-Mage, 59. He's a little bit behind in terms of farm. Harry's had a few kills there. They're getting a counter-attack in on Sing Sing though. Korok going to jump in on that. Also going to... Nope, just walks away from it. Enigma appears to be building himself an early mech as well. Remember everybody, you are on a 2-minute delay, so when I put a fix in, it does take a few seconds. Sony now up the top lane, 1200 gold on him. Meanwhile, come with me. Back inside, he's going to swing around. He'll see if he can try and help set up a gank or just protect Sony's blind side here. He doesn't want to have him getting caught out. As we see, Bambo has something stolen. What did he have, Nick, there? Looks like it was track. He had track stolen. That's actually a really nice spell to steal. Bambo now trying to get away. There are no reinforcements for him. Come with me though. He will need to back off. On the other hand, Bambo has 3 heroes charging up the top river. Rubik now going to come in there as it looks like, oh no, they managed to miss there as it looks like, Cold Feet going to be dropped there on Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit, they're going to back off in time. Coming down, about to regret this. 2 seconds stun there as they're going to jump in on top of Korok now, going after Alex. Alex though being beaten on there, gets tracked up by Come With Me. He's going to give him some track gold there. Now Sing Sing being attacked there. Reality rips him back towards him. Great black hole though, catches both Bambo and Sing Sing. Can they get the kill in time? Sing Sing pops his one, however they will get Bambo though, going to survive. A Shuriken stolen and tossed back at Bambo. They take an Enigma in the process though. And Bambo now being beaten down by Sony. The mischance, so Blinding Light going to do its magic there on Phantom Assassin. He's now going to recall someone else to him. Who is he calling in here? He brings in Bambo. Drags him in. From a short distance there, just relocates him. 16-minute rune about to pop up in a second. See Freezer now backing off. Bambo moving up. I don't think Bambo's got the burst to finish Freezer right now. No, he should not. Especially not with Surge up, although actually if he gets caught out for a couple of hits he might be in some trouble. Bambo also needs to be careful, that Iron Shell could actually quite easily kill him off. A teleport out there, he's going to head back to base. Meanwhile, a bit of stacking there, trying to accelerate Sony's farm. He has picked up his Battle Fury, so he's going to be able to farm fairly efficiently. That said though, Anti-Mage still working towards his, so this is going to be interesting. PA should be able to out-farm here. Now, this is going to be a bit wonky, but we'll see. At the very least, we can tell PA is ahead of the Anti-Mage. But we get the stun in though on Korok, 2 seconds there. There's a Malefice on Sing Sing, conversions working on him. And there we see Illuminate pushed in there as the vacuum comes as well from Freezer. They're going to try and finish Sing Sing. Sing Sing does get finished. The blinding light was used, but it was not enough to keep him safe. Now, we see Bambo spotted up, picked up, tossed back there by the telekinesis, as he also will finish off. Come with me though, come with me, goes in too deep. Cold Feet now on Freezer. Freezer trying to avoid it. Manalik as well. It might stun. No, it won't. Not in time. Reality Rift there on Mania. Mania now. Ice Blast on Mania. Ice Blast to finish Mania. Freezer now in some trouble. Gets shattered there by a Shuriken and Ice Blast. Very nicely played by Zero. As they're also going to try and finish off Korok, although no, they're not going to be able to catch him unless they get some really good stuns off. Korok though, working his way towards a Hex possibly there. Or it could be a Lincoln's, but I think it might be a Hex just to try and shut down the Anti-Mage. And we see Bambo diving in deep, actually giving chase quite a distance. Anti-Mage is going to sit there and take hits. In fact, doesn't actually want to go toe-to-toe. In fact, and wow, the speed there on PA. She's got a haste rune and is dodging back and forth. I think she knows where she is. She's trying to cut him off here. She's going to hit him with another Stifling Dagger, although Black actually jumping in the trees. He's just giving out a blink away if she goes for him. And there we go, the Stifling Dagger once again, but he will just blink off, and the haste rune has worn off. PA won't be able to finish it. Meanwhile, the mid lane looks like it's getting ready for a clash. Tracks being thrown left and right. Darkseid copping one in the face now. I just get someone to shout in the chat whether or not the in-game commentary is working. I think the admin's telling me it's still not working for him. It's an Ice Blast coming in front of him. He's going to miss, so come with me. Taking some damage. The Telekinesis is going to try and lift him up. Has something stolen. What do you manage to steal? They managed to steal the Shuriken though. It's not enough. And Bambo will steal himself a track kill there. See, Anti-Mage still working on his Battle Fury there. Still needs the 2 sword components. Sony, on the other hand, has finished his up, chopping away through this creep quite easily. And this could be an issue. The fact that their Anti-Mage is not getting as farmed as it'd like. The Phantom Assassin is getting ahead in terms of farm at the moment. Hurricane now. Nope. He's going to roll past there. Ancient Apparition, I think he needs to buckle down and just get some levels here. If he can get that level 2 ult, it's really going to make a big difference in these fights. Oh, no, they're spotting up Phantom Assassin. I think they know Phantom Assassin. I think this is a bit of an issue. Right now, Zero, they don't have much map control. And this mostly comes down to the fact that, obviously, Sing Sing is busy just trying to get his own items, and Black is obviously farming quite a lot. And keep it light, not a great ganker. Neither is Ancient Apparition. He needs to be off at a distance. And this is just giving Sony free reign. He can go wherever he wants. The fact that he can farm this deep as a hero without a good natural escape mechanism, it's not like Storm Spirit or Nature's Prophet or something annoying like that. The fact that he can farm this deep in enemy territory is a bit of a worrying sign for me, in terms of how much control that Zero have of this match. That said though, we do have Sing Sing pushing the bottom tower down here at the moment. Seeing Illuminate coming through. They're not hitting Freezer. And they're swinging around, they're going for a gank. Kuriki though, their target as it looks at Ale, they're going to gun for this one. Ice Blast coming in, the counter attack though will hit Come With Me there. As it looks like Kuriki though still trying to flee here. Will it be enough? No, he's going to be burned down there by the Iron Shell. Do we have a Black Hole? Our Black Hole is ready to go, but there's no counter attack. Man, you're just going to hold on to it. He's going to give away another track kill. And that was about the last thing they wanted there. Alright, those graphs are completely screwed. Let's check net worth. Now they get a whole bunch of great kills there in the mid. Unfortunately, Sony's still free farming. This is definitely starting to worry me. It looks like he's building towards a BKB now as well to help him not get kited and locked down. As it looks, oh, the blink away there from Anti-Mage, just snatching himself away in time. As he's yeah, Bambo deciding, okay, I don't actually want to fight you, and running for his life. So I mean, people kind of underestimate how much damage PA can do early with just an early item like the Battle Fury. It's actually quite scary. couple of crits and you need to turn tail and run. She picked up a level 2 ult. Yes, she has got a level 2 ult there as well.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Anti-Mage though, his Battle Fury is finished now. This will help him really accelerate his farm and catch up to Sony. Sony now not that far ahead of him. His net worth, he's only about 1800 or so ahead of him. It's not that much. A couple of ganks and they can really quite easily turn that around. Meanwhile, Storm Spirit though, Storm Spirit still working towards another major component there. I believe this is going to be a Hex. If it was going to be a Linken's, he would have got started getting bits of its Perseverance already. Meanwhile, they are looking, Absolute Legends are looking for a gank here. So is Zoro, so is Bambo. Bambo's thinking about Zero's coming in here. They've still got Black Hole. They need to be wary of this. As Korok now diving in deep on Sing Sing and Rhea. Oh, Phantasm. Great Phantasm there to prevent the electrical vortex, although they're going to find him now. They throw in the Black Hole, catching both heroes there. Sing Sing about to get taken out. Anti-Mage jumping in though with his ultimate. Down goes Enigma. They take down Sing Sing, but they get rid of Korok as well. A good counter attack here from Zero. They're going to go after Bambo. Bambo back up. They get Rubik as well. Come with me, he will take a fall. And it looks like a 3-for-1 trade. Great trade there for Zero. They could not have asked for that to go any better, although they didn't. Actually, they could have. They could have had one thing go better, and that would have been they denied the tower. But at the very least, 3 kills and probably some of those good tracks thrown into the mix. Great port in the counter-attack there from Zero and D. Now that we get Mana Leak, they're going to stun Frieza. Frieza going to have to back off. Kuriki now, just trying to keep this mid-tower under control. Meanwhile though, Sony, again, BKB finished. That worries me, especially since Anti-Mage often doesn't go for a BKB in this build. I feel like he could get locked down, possibly, by the stuns, by the disables there. Of course, we've got Rubik. We've got a Hex being worked on. We've got Black Hole, we've got Vacuum, all sorts of nasty, annoying things. Enigma's finished his... Although that's it, Enigma has finished his mech. Do we have a mech on the Dire side? No, we do not. Don't really have any people to pick up these supportive items. Actually, we do. Keep it like could if he'd spend his money. Doing a bit of a black here. He's like, you know what? Screw buying items. Let me just use my hero. That's what real skill is. You don't buy items here. I'm just wondering if he's debating on saving up for travels and going for a whole split push build, but we'll see. Is Korok going to try and dive in here on Black? Black now being Vortex back. Sony now jumping on top of it, blinking away again. He's proving very difficult game. Now we've got Sony in trouble. Ice Blast coming in. Great shot there. No, it misses. The Shuriken doing a lot of damage to Sony. Can he find a target to blink to here? Blinking to Black. Does he get him? No, just blinks away. That would be frustrating. Meanwhile, Sing Sing is in the mix here. Where is he chasing after? Korok actually managing to disengage successfully.
Middle tower is under attack.
As Black saying, WTF was that? I think Black quite worried about that. Was not expecting the suicide run there from Sony. I think he was expecting Sony to try and blink out on, say, Korok. But Sony just turned around and says, you know what, have at you. Have at you, it's only a flesh wound. Sing Sing now, looks like he's building a BKB. He may have abandoned the drums at the moment, we'll see. In fact, it looks like he has abandoned. If he was going for drums, he would have finished them by now. He's got the money for it. Now, Tower goes down there. Sing Sing doesn't find room to get the deny, and he was actually pressured by 2 heroes. We do have Mania nearby. There's Reality Rift back, going to try and drag Frieza back. Frieza's out of mana for more surges as well. Going to get hit by Ice Blast on top of it. Oh, good God, Frieza. Getting completely caught out of position there. Anti-Mage though leaping about now. Look at his farm to Scarf. Look how close. This is what I mean. Once Anti-Mage gets a Battle Fury or one gank, look at that. He's now ahead of Phantom Assassin. And the fact is, he just farms more quickly. He can jump around. He's more mobile. And you see a Sony now. He's trying to fight. He's getting ready to fight, but he stopped putting so much priority on farming, and they're going to try and get stuck in here. Although we see the Illuminate being spammed there. They might actually be gearing up for a fight here. Black Hole is not 10 seconds away. If they can hold on for 10 seconds, maybe they pop a glyph. There we go. They are going to try and defend this. They've got the Black Hole ready to go. There's Telekinesis going to try and drag him in here. They drag Sing Sing back. Sony now, BKB going after Sing Sing. Malefest will bring him down. A 4-second stun on Mania. And actually, Sony, he's not done yet. Korok as well on Kuriki. And Sony now going to finish Alex. Alex goes down. Kuriki is dead as well. And a great counter gank there from Absolute Legends. They do lose. Oh, actually, no, the Darks are only just respawning. In fact, Darks now trying to finish off his pipe. There it is. It's done and dusted. Bounty Hunter actually went straight for a Desolator. Interesting choice there. Often we see Bounty Hunter rush a BKB next just to help deal with his fragility. But in this case, he said, you know what, glass cannon is the word, let's go. There we go, he's actually going to... I don't think he wants to try and go toe-to-toe with Sony, though. Desolator or no Desolator, he's not going to win that. Darkseer is also skulking about here. He might try and set up... Yeah, well, Anti-Mage is here, but I still don't know about this. I still feel that right now Sony is dishing out more DPS than the Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage definitely farming better though for the moment. Series getting ahead on the gold per minute now. Or rather net worse, and gold per minute as well. He was also ahead. There's an Iron Shell track up, blink in for coming. He went for the blink dagger build. There's the wall there for Freezer. They pick up Sing Sing. The Janata strike will finish him off though. Ice Blast coming in, not going to find a target though. Come with me, get a Reality Rifter back. Wrong side, Janata again, crits all over the show. Sony now trying to find a target. 4 seconds start on Mania. Sony jumps in. A buyback there from Bambo. Got finished off by a crit from Sony. Blood spewing everywhere. Now he's going to go toe-to-toe with Sing Sing. A Black Hole as well. Gets knocked around by the blinding light. Doesn't matter though. Black Hole catches Kuriki and walks into it. Here comes Bambo once again. Sony still on the warpath. Takes out the Ancient Apparition. Mania now in some trouble. Trying to disengage here if he can. A Janata coming up in a second. Stifling Dagger. I think they can see him. Yes, they can. The ward. The crit. Sony. Ultra kill at the 27-minute mark. That's not what you want to see on an enemy carry. That's scary stuff. And he's just gone for a Helm of the Dominator as well. That said, he's starting to run out of charges. His charges are starting to drop down that Black King bar, and this could be a slight issue. Because, of course, once they start dropping down, we'll start seeing the lockdowns applied to him. Obviously, the 4-second stun stuff. But that said, in this case, it wasn't too bad. His teammates were eating most of the nukes. And look at that Anti-Mage. He's looking for a crit. If he can get a crit, it'll be a big one. No, Sony getting disengaged. Decides he can't go for it. Now we're going to pull it in here. It's going to be Keeper Light. Going to throw down a Mana Leak. Sony actually going, you know what? You want to fight me? You want some? I'll take some. Brings down Keeper Light. There's an unstoppable streak. Darkseer is here as well. Can surge away if necessary. And there's another 1k crit. Why do they keep jumping in on Sony? I don't understand. 4 seconds stun there on Freezer. Sony wants some more. He's out of mana though. Although that said, Surge is going to get him in, but he's not going to get the attack speed buff. That's the big thing. Once he blinks, he gets huge attack speed buff. Now there's the Korok diving in. He's going to get the Electric Vortex down. They bring down. Sony gets a monster kill streak. They get rid of Anti-Mage. And suddenly, Absolute Legends are storming back on top of this match. It looked like Zero were taking control. And now it's all about Sony. Phantom Assassin destroying them.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Absolutely ridiculous crits at the moment. I've got to say, some misplays here from Zero. They were really just underestimating these supports. Kuriki, Ancient Apparition, Alex, they should not be coming anywhere near PA. Like, they see her coming to lane, they should be like, holy crap, run. Because if she procs even one crit, they'll melt. She's doing 1k hit, 1k damage crits. Look at their health. They can't handle that. Not even close. They really need to keep the distance from her because she just eats them. And Illuminate comes, we're not going to do anything because the pipe. Korok though tries to jump in on top of Kuriki, gets the Hex down, decides to disengage there, although no jump back in there. It's a vacuum. Can they get a wall down? Wall is up. He pops down the wall there as well. Where's Sony? Sony's trying to tear someone apart. I think he just killed, yes, he took out Bounty Hunt there as well. Sony is godlike. Freezer now chasing after Kuriki. Cold Feet now on Freezer. Freezer not giving a damn about it. Chasing after Kuriki. Kuriki popping his magic wand. There's Mana Leak on Kuriki. Now the Reality of Come With Me's walking in there. 4 seconds done on Freezer. Freezer's got no Mana Leak. Illuminate comes through. Mania doesn't have a Black Hole, but they bring down Sing Sing. I hear a Mana Void. Don't know where it went though. As now we've got Sony looking for another crit. Just blinks out though, decides, I don't want to fight alone. No sense in throwing away kills. Now Sony back to the mid lane. I think we might see crits on crits here. I think you want to see the crit while he crits. And basically his game plan here is all about the crits. I get the feeling we'll be seeing a Daedalus getting popped out here in a second. No, it's a Monkey King bar. I saw Javelins. Which again, you know, Daedalus and Monkey King bar, both are good. Both are definitely fantastic.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Now we have the Anti-Mage. He's got his Manta Style. He's had it for a little while now. It's just he can't deal with the damage that Mordred is dishing out. Is ridiculous. Also, she's got ridiculous lifesteal at the moment. She crits. She heals up quite a bit indeed. Especially if she goes for a Satanic after this as well. Things are getting quite scary indeed. Lucian's getting chopped a bit there. Anti-Mage going, alright, I'm out of here. Porting out. It's going to bring up the net value. The look at after that godlike streak, he's up to 500 gold per minute. And let's bring this up as well. Currently, look at the net value. There we go. He's got a 5k lead at the moment on Anti-Mage. That said, Anti-Mage No, he hasn't brought up anything else at the moment. They've poured in on bottom. We're just going to try and stop the push here. Anti-Mage coming in, though. This could be a problem for Come With Me. Bambo moving in, throws down the track. They're going to have to kill. Blinks away there. He's stolen the Anti-Mage blink. Super mobility here as they're going to try and dive in there. They get Bambo. However, the Mana Void is enough to bring down Korok, doing serious damage to him as it looks like they're going to go after Black. Now Black, they're going to chase Mania around. Ice Blast is coming in. It's going to hit Mania as he gets Come With Me as well. It looks like Black is trying to get a bit of revenge here. Mania now in some trouble. Black chasing him around in circles. Meanwhile, though, it looks like the rest of the Radiant Heroes are busy farming the enemy jungle. Black decides, you know what, no sense of running around in circles now. I don't want to give away free kills here. 3 seconds stun on Freezer. It looks like now Sony diving in there. Blinding Light being hit on him though. Pops a BKB to get rid of Colt, but he's going to try and get rid of Sing Sing here. Blinks forward once again. Can he get a crit here? Decides to back off, and again, here we go. Black King Bar down to 6 seconds. Kind of wasting charges. Don't want to be doing that. The bottom tower does get knocked out eventually by Black as Mania decides to disengage. Another 2k gold in the bank there for Phantom Assassin.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
What have we got coming out here? Something's being shipped out. It's a Black King bar. Could be for Mania. Yeah, it looks like it's Mania's. This is to help him get those black holes off. Keep Blood actually went. I don't really know about the Vladimir's offering. I kind of feel like they could have done with a mech for these early fights. That said, of course, the lifesteal for Anti-Mage is still going to be useful to keep him, just give him a bit of attrition value in the fights. Of course, trying to go toe-to-toe with the Helm of the Dominator is going to be stinging just a bit. Might even see PA bother to bring along a wolf or something in a second if she spots one. And there we go, the push is being mounted on the bottom lane by the Radiant side. Do we have Roshan? Who's carrying the Aegis still? Okay, Phantom Assassin still has the Aegis at the moment. And now they're going to put the pressure on the bottom tower. And like these wards here, we'll make sure they keep an eye on anything sweeping around behind them, unless they go for a smoke gank. This could be something that Zero try and use to their advantage. I just don't know if they can manage it. If they can just try and pick up the black hole, or maybe get the Phantom Assassin while she's alone. The issue is they just don't have the lockdown at the moment to try and pick off Sony while he's by himself. They have all of one good stun, and that's it. That is going to be a bit of an issue. The pipe gets popped there. Sony's still chewing away this tower. We have the glyph getting popped there. The ult being popped by Keeper of Light as well. We're going to send some Illuminates through. Not doing a whole lot though. 2 seconds stun there on Freezer. Conversion's being popped. Korok keeping his distance. So is Mania. Smart play there. He's got their BKBs up if they need them still. As I see a Reality Rift not popping in the end there. Another Illuminate being thrown through there. I think Sing Sing continually cancelling his Reality Rifts. Tower does get denied though, but it's not a big deal. They just want to get the kill here. They're not too worried about the gold loss. There we go. Looks like it's going to be a free Rax here. The Dire not even... They don't want to come anywhere near Sony at the moment. Another Illuminate coming through. Sony thinking about diving in. In fact, wow, they are so scared of Sony. They're just letting it go. The wall is up as well. Sony just allowed to kill that by himself. They're so scared of him. Of course, Come With Me is there as well with his Blink Dagger. He can set up... not Blink Dagger, rather. His Anti-Mage. Oh, no, he's lost it actually. He doesn't have it anymore. Thought he managed to steal it again. Bounty Hunter has gone for Stygian, which again I feel, I really don't know about that Stygian. Now disengaging once again. Sony though still has 4k in the bank as well. Now we're going to have Mania moving. Can he get a good black hole up here? He's going to catch just one hero. No, keep Light as well. He was killed almost instantly. Bambo though about to get taken out. There's a Mana Void though. Korok gets brought down so fast. Mania down into some trouble. Reality Rift, 3 seconds stun there. As it looks like Bounty Hunter buys back. We've lost Mania as well. They're going toe to toe though. So I've lost where Sony's gone. Lost track of Sony. There he is. He's trying to chase after him. The slow there on Alex. Is stifling dagger there. And now here comes a crit. Or not even needing a crit. Just going to chase after him. There we go. Arrows are dead. A very dead Ancient Apparition. Oh wow. Come With Me actually gets picked off by Bambo who bought back there. Well, nothing of value really being achieved here for either team, as it looks like they're really considering going toe-to-toe. Actually, Phantom Assassin has lost her Aegis at the moment. Now she's going to try and pick up Bambo, who's next to a couple of counter wards. If Bambo into trouble, she's going to try and decide to vacuum back there. Now Black is into trouble, going to try and get a crit. If she crits, she's going to kill him. Stifling dagger again. Tracks up on Sony though, going to help Black disengage there, as Sony now out of mana. Just going to get surged out of trouble here by Frieza. Although actually Bambo now going to regret possibly coming back here. Finding light there, going to prevent. So no, he's got True Strike at the moment. He's not going to worry about the mischance. Going to jump back in there on top of Kuriki. Going to get a kill here. There's ice, so the wall has been thrown down. Doesn't get the Kuriki kill, and they get the kill there on Sony. I don't think that was really necessary to give away a free kill like that. And the Mana Void as well to finish off Darkseer was trying to finish him. A little bit of a victory there for the Dire team. I don't know why Sony and Darkseer were really hanging around there. There was nothing of value they could really do. They should have backed off, in all honesty. 5k in the bank though for Sony, so if he needs to buy back, he can buy back. I feel like Phantom Assassin can probably work its way towards a Satanic next. As we see Anti-Mage now, he's bought a Basher. This is definitely a really good item. It looks like Sing Sing has also bought himself a Heaven's Halberd. Now this is not so much for the evasion chance, this is more for the fact that it will help him just shut down Phantom Assassin. Now this is exactly what they want to do. They need to lock down PA very, very hard during this fight. And anything to stop from attacking or the hexes, that sort of stuff will really help. As they pick off the Anti-Mage though, free kill there for them.
You're no fun at all.
A Hex, double damage, and a couple of stuns will do the job. Roshan going to be up in a couple of minutes there. Counter push on mid. Radiant side though, I think Anti-Mage does he have a buyback? Oh no! Anti-Mage doesn't have a buyback. He's down for almost a full minute once PA's back. If they can get PA back into the mix. In fact, if she bought... Oh no, she bought Manta Star. I was going to say, if they had PA just buy travels and come back, that would have been a free Rax right there and then. I suppose they didn't know though that Anti-Mage was out of money. He just bought up the Skull Basher. That could have been another Rax there if there had been travels. In fact, it might still be. Depends how fast PA gets out there. If she can get there by about 30 seconds to go, they might actually still take this. Meanwhile, Bambo doing his own thing in the jungle. They're just swinging around. He's going to try and get him from behind them. Do we have any gems yet? I see no gems. Just a mess of counter wards. There we go, still 25 seconds. I don't know if they'll get the racks in time here. Sony is here though, at the very least. See, they're going to move in here. This is going to do a lot of damage. It's going to come down to that. I don't have a glyph up though. This might buy enough time. 15 seconds with no glyph and a very fat PA. It looks like they may get this in the end. Sony now, the Dire, if they're going to save this, they need to engage now. However, Kuriki's already dead. Will the Dire though, will they lose their mid-racks? It looks like the Radiant are instant and killing heroes at the moment. They're going to try and take out Sing Sing as well. There's a big crit as well. Now PA is going to go straight back to taking out this Rax. A track getting thrown there on Korra. The glyph bought by. They bought time for the glyph. A buyback there from Sing Sing. Kuriki's still dead. Now we've got Come With Me trying to disengage. He gets taken out by a whole bunch of crits from Reality Rift and Phantasm. Black Hole used on just Sing Sing there. It looks like they'll take him out. Sing Sing is dead again. It looks like a Mana Void as well. The mid-Rax is down. They got what they came for. And PA is still at full health at the moment. Still tearing through them as the Shuriken though will finish off Mania there as it looks like Sony... Where has he gone? Okay, there he is. He's chased off 1200 crit. Oh, just obliterates Ancient Apparition. And the mid-rax is gone. I think he's just going to throw it here. Bambo's still up, but there's nothing Bambo can do about this. Not a chance. GG indeed. And there we go. Well played. In fact, Sony's saying, you know what? I want to stand here and finish this off. Draw this out because I can. He's looking for more crits. There we go. More crits. Why not? More because more. 1600 crit there. Anyway guys, this has been Triumph casting the Premier League Season 3. This is Absolute Legends taking out the game, so taking out the series 2-1 against 0-0, of course, putting up a good fight. Definitely, I was not expecting the last pick Anti-Mage, but I was also not expecting the Phantom Assassin completely decimating them like that either. I think it mostly came to the fact that there was a lot of free farm during that game there for Sony. They really, with the lineup that Zero had, they didn't have a lot of map control, and it just let Sony farm wherever he wanted. I think that was probably what let them down the most. Well, guys, thanks for watching. Of course, make sure you check out the PremierLeague.eu. We do have a giveaway, or rather a competition running for the next 10 days. If you want a chance to win some SteelSeries merchandise,